Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyaya online reading retreat labs presents Power of SAP, the gateway to spirituality Gita daily series. And in this series, we're continuing to reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. And today we are going to continue with our study. And today we are in the chapter number 16, verse number 14. So that is which we are going to discuss. And the topic for us today, are we becoming a society of materialistic fanatics? Right. And before we go there, in 16.14, we would like to read it from our Bhagavad Gita as it is. Right. So let's read it from there, Gita Daily. If you do not have a copy, hard copy of it, I will recommend to go to the nearest ISKCON temple and you'll be getting the same copy from there very easily. Okay. Day number 073. I will just mentioning the verse number. Verse number for today is 16.14 and topic for today is are we becoming a society of materialistic? So now let's continue to read it from Gita for daily. Gita Bhagavad Gita as it is first, then we'll be going for Gita for daily enrichment. Okay. 16.14. Okay, so let's go there. This is my chapter number 16. We will entitle the divine and demoniac natures. And it has total how many verses? 24 verses. Today we're going to read it the 14 number verses. Verse number 14. It is included in 13, 14, 15. It's a combined one. Yeah. So we'll read only the translations. So only we have translation. Okay. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him. And my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Now, let's read it from Gita for Daily Enrichment Series Guide. Are we becoming a society of materialistic fanatics? Rampant corruption and blatant iniquity characterize our current socio-economic system. What is their cause? They are symptoms of the materialistic fanaticism afflicting humanity. Just as religious fanatics care for nothing and no one except their twisted religious beliefs, materialistic fanatics care for nothing and no one except their materialistic agendas for self aggrandizement. The Bhagavad Gita outlines 60.13 to 15 the psychology of such materialistic zealots. They do not feel any agitation in slaughtering their own morality and even the lives of other people on the altar of their materialism. This description in the Gita is chillingly reminiscent of the cold-blooded manipulation, exploitation, and destruction of enemies that is routine for many of today's financial barons. The Gita prefaces this description by stating the fundamental misconception that underlies their heartless and horrendous materialism. Horrendous. So here the meaning of is extremely unpleasant, horrifying, right? So it describes 60.8 to 9 the non-spiritual, even anti-spiritual worldview that rejects the existence of God and the soul. Because they conveniently dismisses out of existence the spiritual dimension of life. The spiritual dimension here we can see that life, no control valve is left. Check their untrammeled materialism, right? The Gita notes 16.17 that they are religious pretensions, if any, are just a utilitarian mask. Thankfully, Gita wisdom doesn't leave us feeling helpless about this salt devouring materialism. It's so here you can see that the Gita notes 16.17 that their religious presentations, if any, are just a utilitarian mask, right? Thankfully, Gita wisdom doesn't leave us feeling helpless about this all-devouring materialism. Its 16th chapter concludes 16.24 with a call for return to scripture, best balance of material and spiritual values. We can respond to this direction, provide a call for balance individually and collectively. Individually, each one of us has the power to attain and sustain that balance, thereby protecting ourselves from becoming victims, come participants in the materialistic maze around us. And collectively, all of us can set the example and share the word that can inspire, that can, so you can see ourselves from becoming participants in the materialistic mess around us. And collectively, all of us can set the example and share the word that can inspire many others to free humanity from the strange hold of materialism. We'll read the translation once again. The demoniac person thinks he is my enemy and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I will approve. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. Okay, so this is he is my enemy, and I have killed him, and he will think that like that demoniac person, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. So this was the 14th of 14th number verse. Yeah. So now let's move on to the mind map. Definitions, just let me go there. So we'll just make note of those word of the day today. So let me put it here. All the words: aggrandizement, Then the next word is baron. Aggrandizement we have written. The next one word is barons. Barons. Then after that, horrendous. Horrendous. The next word is horrendous we have written. Next word is, I don't think this is all. Yes. So now let's move on. Horrendous is fine. I think this is all we needed. Horrendous is done. Horrendous is done. Okay, I think I don't have any other words which are difficult. So now we will stop here. Let's see that. We'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Jagat Prabhupada ki jai.